Alright, hey everyone, here we are back for an amateur red tournament here. I forgot to record the first hole. Not sure why I did that, but with that being said, we're going to have to just do what we can to do the rest. Shouldn't struggle too much with the first hole. You know, if you do need first hole additional assistance, one of the things you can do is check out the rookie tournament. Should help you along the way, at least attempt to kind of figure out a good strategy for playing. Now, what I'm thinking with this club, a little bit less accuracy. You go maybe just a hair more than 3 rings. Let's try that. See if that's enough. I do think the accuracy's down, the power number's down on this club. You shouldn't have to go as many rings as like a 7. Or, yeah. So, as the accuracy goes up, you're going to see, I'm assuming this 5 plays a little bit closer to 2 per ring. And what I'll typically play is maybe like a 1-7-5 per ring on a 6-7-8 or 7-8 specifically. Probably 6-7-8. I think I'm probably about to get a boost on this next one. I'm just going to put these all in one guide though, I believe. Now with that wind, I'm thinking we can get there. I'm thinking we'll definitely get there. So the only thing I'm going to try to focus on here, get a little bit of curl. That's the first time I've seen that. I'm not even sure how I did that. It's just kind of a slowness that I pulled kind of created something that I've never seen before. I tried to come off the power just a touch, just to be a little bit more accuracy. With the basic ball, I'm a little bit worried. The needle shakes a little bit faster. It also pulls a lot easier. You'll see with the basic ball, your accuracy take a pretty big reduction. So with that being said, I wanted to make sure that I definitely got that. I'm going to try to pull down here. Bigfoot 5, again, very similar to what we just did on the last shot. You just fraction more than 3 here. That's checking up a little bit too much. All in all, not too bad. Got a decent tiebreaker in there. And didn't have to waste a ball, so that's pretty much what I try to focus on with this amateur account. It's all free to play, so never spent on balls, I've never spent on anything. I'm still saving my cash up. I haven't even spent a single dollar in this game yet. With this, you know, even the in-game cash I haven't spent. So, just been kind of saving up for a rainy day. You know, you never know what's going to show up that you might want. My tour chests are still a little bit premature. I'm only getting like tour 4 chests right now. Until I start getting maybe 6, 7, then I could start to unload and try to beef up my clubs a little bit more. And here we are. You can see close to max club. Definitely going to crank the spin, that's for sure. I'm a little worried about stopping this one. Not sure how much to play here. I think I'm going to go about 4 rings. Not really familiar with Hypnotics 2. I'm just trying to visually look and inspect how much to go. I kind of overpulled that, so 4 rings was too much. Something to know for next time. So maybe about 3 rings. We definitely wanted to hit the green instead of the fringe. Green lands a little bit softer. It's a little bit more predictable. The fringe usually comes out a little bit hard, so you can see it rolled through. It actually might roll through more when you land on the fringe than it would have on the green. It's kind of true in real life as well. Greens are typically pretty soft. Maybe softer than fringe. It really just depends. Depends on the course too. Well, that's not the wind that I wanted to see. I don't think I can stop this ball. So there goes my tiebreaker. Unless I run this into the pin by some miracle, which we're going to try to do, obviously. So a little bit under 3 rings. Wow. And having a short hit this. This is really going to be a fun shot. So make sure you don't lose your spin when you're playing these types of shots. If you accidentally end up clubbing down, make sure that you reapply. We're also going to just gently short hit it. I don't feel comfortable short hitting a very lot. What I'm going to do is put it just in that yellow. I still haven't got to that point that I want yet. There it is. Fell a little bit early on that timing. Thank goodness it didn't register as early. That's as fast as I can stop it. There's really nothing I could do. Really needed to get another head or side wind there. Have any real chance. Until I get my big foot just a little bit higher. So that's one of the things that you see with these early on clubs. It's almost like, you know, especially with the amateur tournaments, might as well put it on one of the other pin locations as well when you're going through amateur, because there's nothing you can really, you know, shoot towards that hole there. And what happens is certain players playing amateur are going to have, you know, out clubbed. So, you know, maybe in the amateur division there, having it on the back pin could be a good thing. Just because then that way it takes out the club differences, and it'll be more about, you know, the skill-based shot, getting it in there close, as opposed to, you know, some guys having full backspin and other guys not. So here you can see what we're trying to do, thread this gap here. I'm going to get this out here as far as possible. Let's see if we can get a couple tiebreaker points back. Let's see if we can't just even make this one this time. That'd be even better. I don't like giving up 200-300 points. I don't like using El Capitan either. There's no backspin on that club. So, not going to be good. Hopefully you guys have other options. The IM route unlocked. That's going to be a good one for when you do get into that wood range. One of the things that you'll see is, for the first time we got to go Bigfoot. This time we're going to have to go root. So with that being said, you know, make sure that you are fully aware how to play 2 different shots, because you may need to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the rings and then just move it back. So what I would typically do, at least 4 rings on a short hit, somewhere right in here. So that looks pretty good. That actually does look pretty good all in all. Let's see how far I can push back, straight back. I'll just straighten up this, straighten up the guide there. There's not much range on this club at all. We're going to have to just size this up and figure out how much we need to short hit then. This is landing right in front of the hole, not by much, as you can see when I straighten this up. And I don't think that's quite enough, so we are going to just gently short hit this. Very similar to the exact short hit that you saw. This usually only takes off about 1 yard. I'd rather be safe than sorry here. Try to get this in a little tight. Looks like the only thing I did is kind of over pull my rings. It wasn't really close to you know, 3.7 rings, however many I was going there. It was a little bit less than that, especially with the short hits. You got to keep in mind that that's going to shorten up the time that it's in air, kind of lower the ball flight a little bit, stays out of the wind, so it kind of changes, alters the shots. But as you can see, we're still able to put up a decent one there for amateur. Hopefully you guys are able to do similar. Good luck with your progress. Let me know how it goes, and you know, if you can, work on getting those clubs upgraded and try to get out of amateur as soon as possible. You know, if you have the clubs that I do, I feel comfortable in rookie. The only reason I'm doing this is to just create these guides for you, just if you are an early player starting off. So, you know, if you are where I am, especially if you get that big foot to a 6, rookie should be good enough. As something to consider. So keep all that in mind. Good luck with your progression, and see you guys next time. Take care.